What's up, guys? It's ArealR32 here, bringing you guys a special video. This is going to be my response to your response video. I usually make these after discussing certain cards that I think should come back, or cards that I think are good, or like cards that need to be hit on the ban list. And so, a few people had questions and I guess concerns about why I think Deck Devi and Eradicator should be hit. Um, One of the comments that I looked at said that they're very balanced cards, is basically what it said. And then I saw another comment that said Black Whirlwind shouldn't come to 3 because it's just like Wind Up Factory. They're the exact same thing. And I'm just like really? First of all, Wind Up Factory, you have to activate a monster's effect. Secondly, you have to summon a Blackwing monster successfully in order to get the effect of Black Whirlwind. That's, obviously that makes Black Whirlwind more broken, but still the fact is that Factory, you have to get off an effect. We have Effect Veiler, we have Breakthrough Seal, we have all these other cards. So, you can't really justify Black Whirlwind and Wind Up Factory being the exact same thing, because that's just, you're kind of shooting yourself in the foot there. But other people had questions and concerns as to why the virus cards should be hit. They were saying that oh, the cost, Avery, you don't know what you're talking about. The cost is so hard. I'm sorry if you haven't played against Dark Worlds, but have you seen what Dark Worlds can do? Like, they can drop a first turn Grapha usually like it's nothing. Like, you open up an Eradicator and or a Deck Devi, and you have a way to drop a Grapha, you know that they're going to be dropping that first turn Grapha, and then they're going to go Eradicator and call spells. I mean, that's just a fact. So, when you look at these decks, like Dark World, the cost is a joke because they abuse the cost like it's nothing. They can drop Graphas easily out the wazoo like it's nothing. I mean, they have so many outs to do it. They have Monster Reborn. They have to simply summon a Dark World. Like, if they summon Brow, you can't bottomless it, so your only hope is to Torrential it, which if you're really going to waste a Torrential on a Brow, then it's just like, it makes no sense. And then they can just bounce it back for Grapha, go, virus, your deck is dead, I win. It's just, the main point is that the costs aren't as big of a deal. You lose, how about this, even better, you lose no advantage from the costs of the virus cards, which is why that they need to be hit. Because usually you would, back when these cards were out, you used to think, oh my god, the cost to drop these cards, the 2,000 Beatstick Dark type, forget that, that's not even worth it. Oh my gosh, 2,500 Dark type, that's nothing. And then came out Dark Worlds. Well, we can drop our Dark Worlds pretty easily. Let's throw in the virus cards. Evil Swarms, easily first turn Ophion. Or Ophion, whatever you guys call it. Well, maybe we can throw Eradicator into this and kill spellbooks, and Ophion is able to kill Dragon Rulers, and then Dragon Rulers drop Dark types like it's nothing. And it's just, it's bad. I'm not saying that they should be completely banned altogether. I never said that. They just need to be hit in some way. If anything, put Eradicator at 1 and Deck Devi to 2. Eradicator is far better than Deck Devi anyway. Look at what Deck Devi does to Fire Fist. Nothing if they're using the, which build is it? The Gene War build. Or even the Vorse Raider build. It does nothing to the deck. Eradicator has become a better card than Deck Devi. Would you rather be using triple Eradicator or triple Deck Devi? I would much rather be using triple Eradicator for me, personally. So, it's just the ability that you can be able to kill spells and traps with one simple card is far, far too good. I mean, that's I'm almost tempted to ask the question, would you rather play in a format with one Crush card and no Deck Devi or Eradicator? Or would you rather play in a format with no Crush card, one Eradicator, and one Deck Devi? There's all these virus cards are so busted, and Crush card was even worse. Crush card, you could go set Sangan, and a bunch of people, I was watching one of Robbie Cole's live streams, and everyone in the comments was saying that Crush card should come back to 1, and I'm like, are you out of your mind? The cost for that card is a joke. I mean, if you think Eradicator and Deck Devi is hard to get off, nuh-uh. Crush card is hard to get off. Back when you had Sangan, set the Sangan, set Crush card, get it pluses out the wazoo. Now, with the Eradicator and all that, drop Ophion, detach, search for the Infestation Pandemic. Oh, you're running spellbooks? Okay, Eradicator, call spells, you lose. That's not even, fair. It's not fair for any deck. You know, as much as I hate Chamberlain, it's not fair that you're just able to kill an entire deck. That's not fair to spellbooks. It's an unfair card. Like, it's just like Pot of Greed. It's a simple unfair card. Like, that's just the way it is. I don't care if both players are using Pot of Greed. That just shows that both their decks can get a mindless +1. The end. So, just a short little rant raving discussion that the simple fact that Eradicator is able to kill an entire set of cards in a person's deck is way too destructive. And if you're using 3 and you somehow get that god hand of opening up 2 and able to, like, say, go like I've even done this play before. I've opened up double Eradicator before. You know, that's Yu-Gi-Oh! I get that, but still, the fact that you can be able to run 3 gives you that better chance of opening up 2 and destroying spells and traps. I remember I had a hand one time when I was playing Dark Worlds, and I was going against Mermels, and I went and I had a Gateway to Dark World. You can special summon a Dark World from your hand, or you can special summon a Dark World from your graveyard. It's basically it's basically a Dark World's Abyss Sphere. Here, I'll see if I can pull it up real quick. This. Target Dark World monster graveyard, special summon that target cannot summon a monster turn that you activate this card. So, like, I went set double Eradicator, set Gateway. I was able to somehow get off first turn Grapha, and then I said go. My opponent drew, he entered his standby phase. I went, okay, play Eradicator, tribute, call spells, and then he went to his main phase 1. I activated Gateway, got out Grapha, activated my other Eradicator, tribute off the Grapha, and called traps. And the only thing that was left in his hand was, like, an Abyss lead. Yeah. So, and then I ended up winning. I 2-0'd him. Game 1, I then destroyed him once that happened. Game 2, I had a bunch of draw. I had a huge draw engine, so I just kept on drawing, just using Dark World Dealings, Upstart Goblin, drag down to the grave, da 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 da. And after I had finished my turn, I had like a Grapha on board, and then I mind crushed him, and I called something, and the only thing that he had left in his hand was like a marksman and a torrential, and he just set the torrential and the marksman, and like I had the MST. I don't even remember, but I just remember like destroying everything in his hand but a torrential, and he just scooped him up. So if that doesn't speak for itself, how broken Eradicator is, if that doesn't scream, hit me in some way, shape, or form, then I don't know what does. Deck Devi, like I said, these cards don't need to be banned. Put Deck Devi at 2, Eradicator at 1. Even better. Eradicator is more versatile than Deck Devi. Eradicator kills more decks than Deck Devi. The end. So let me know about what you guys think about this response. Like I said, this is all for pure discussion, not like trying to argue and be like, oh, I'm right, you're wrong, blah, blah, blah. It's just all mostly meant for discussions. And I like the title of this deck. Response? No? Okay. So, yeah, guys, I just felt like making that discussion video real quick. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. And as always, like and or favorite the video if you want to see more. And thank you guys for watching. Goodbye.